Hey guys, we're Krabby Critics, and today we're going to be reviewing the movie Boo 2, A Madea Halloween. Boo 2, A Madea Halloween is a Madea movie about Halloween, and it's the second one, which means it's double the trouble and double the fun.
Alright.
Yeah, so I would give initial thoughts.
If you haven't seen this movie, and you, for some reason, want to, we will give our very short thoughts without spoilers. Stick around for that. What's your rating for the non-spoiler?
My rating I'm going to give this is a 1.5 out of 10. Mainly because this is not my cup of tea as far as comedy goes. It is incredibly lazy. They dub over cuss words that aren't even cuss words. And it makes for some really awkward cinematography / audio in general. And it is no, I don't fuck with this movie at all whatsoever. Yeah. What do you think about this movie?
So, lots of times when I go into a movie with extraordinary low expectations, I at least hope that my extraordinary low expectations will at least be met. This went even lower than my low expectations. This movie is a piling piece of shit.
Steaming.
Some people might find this humor funny. I personally did not. I'm going to go even lower and go for a 1 out of 10. Okay. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. I can't think of a worse movie than this.
Alrighty. So that being said,
ditto what he said as well.
Yes.
They literally halfway through the movie start censoring the word damn and turn it to darn.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've gone over kind of our initial thoughts of the movie, let's tear into this one.
So this is going to be spoiler.
This is going to be spoilers and 100% hate on the movie / a little bit of my 0.5% over a 1.
Okay, I guess one thing I didn't say. There was one joke that made me laugh. One joke. And that was the...
We'll get into it. Stay tuned.
Are we going into that joke that made me laugh right now? Or?
Well, we'll just be like, what do you think of the movie? And you'll be like, oh, the joke.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter.
Okay, just fucking go into the joke. I don't give a flying fuck.
Exactly.
The audio traffic.
There's a scene, if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's a scene, Madea's driving, and then they see like the little girl, that's supposed to be kind of like the ring girl. You can tell they're trying to do that. They see her like in the window, like, oh, there's that little girl out there, and stuff. There's like, nah, there's nothing. Medea, and then Medea's driving, and then all of a sudden the little girl's in front of the car, and Madea hits her, and then she's just like, everyone's freaking out, and Medea's like, oh, it wasn't just a deer, it was just a deer, and people are like, that was a deer. She's like, no, it's just a deer, and there's like, oh, I'm pretty sure that was a little girl wearing a white dress, like she's wearing a white dress, like maybe it's just a deer that's transitioning.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I genuinely laughed at that. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah.
But that was the only moment that I laughed.
Continue.
With a joke. Then there was the other part where we both died laughing because it was so bad.
Let's replay the scenario real quick. Why not? I'll be the cop.
Okay.
All right.
I'm the mom. I just got a call from my daughter that's in peril at this lake that I told her about that's like shitty. And she's like, for some reason, the daughter is like, we can't call the cops because we're not supposed to be here. Let me call my mom for her to go to the cops because that makes sense. So I just got off the phone with my daughter, so I'm going to go to the sheriff's office. Sheriff.
Calm down.
My daughter, blah, blah, blah. He acts like she's freaking the fuck out when she's not. And he literally is, calm down.
You'd have to, okay, it sounds very far-fetched, and it sounds like we're making a big deal out of it. If you watch this movie, for the love of God, Redbox it, don't do anything else, don't go to it.
Don't even Redbox it if you...
If you can get it for free, if you can torrent it, fuck, exactly. Either way. If you watch this movie, no matter what you do to get it, you will 100% know exactly what we're talking about, and we'll know it's not an exaggeration whatsoever. This is 100% how that went
You could
down.
tell the cop was just waiting for him to deliver. He's like, "This is my line. She's gonna be freaking the fuck out."
Our conclusion was either one of two things. One, the cop was just kind of about to say, "Calm down," because he was a bad actor. Or two, the mom was a very bad actor, was supposed to act like she was freaking out.
Actually freaking out.
And the cop didn't know how to really react to that. So he just delivered his line and went, "Calm down." And then Tyler Perry just like, "I'm a lazy fuck, let's leave it in."
Yeah. The thing I don't understand about Tyler Perry is Tyler Perry had other movies, they're serious movies that he's been involved in, can be good movies. He's a good actor. But in these, when Tyler Perry was being the dad character, he wasn't even a good actor.
And that's the thing about, because a lot of Medeas have been like the Madea side, and then the Tyler Perry side, like you can kind of tell because there's another narrative that's going on in most of Madea movies that are like actually serious and drama, like a girlfriend being beaten by her new boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit. Like he has that in there. Like
if you see, have any of that stuff.
Yeah, if you've seen the movie Temptation by him, that was a good drama. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. But this one was just like lazy
one
piece of shit.
One thing that we noticed off the bat when you first see Tyler Perry as himself, or I guess he's not as himself, his beard was makeup. It was literally...
He didn't have actual facial hair.
Yeah, you could tell they did that because, he was going back and forth with being Madea, so he had to shave.
He was transitioning.
But you could tell that it was straight up, it was makeup beard.
The first thing we
saw... It was just drawn on. Like, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, we're like, oh, okay, let's get ready for the movie. Immediately switches to him. He's like... It's like, that is not that's not real facial hair.
What am I watching?
That is either makeup or somebody took a Sharpie and just like dotted his
pretty
face.
much. And then at some points just did a full-on line. And they stopped camera halfway through.
I kind of want to get into some really severe...
Okay, here's a plus about the movie first.
Okay, go ahead.
Some of the women in this movie were pretty attractive.
Smoking.
And... as a straight male, can't help but to...
Yes. I forgot
stare.
Her name.
The white chick with the blonde hair. Dead ass.
Here we go. Insert name here.
I'll do that later.
I hope to God you do.
Yeah,
Google it. Insert name here. Okay.
But then even like the...
Insert ass here, insert face here.
But then even the... all the other, like, a lot of the actresses were very attractive.
They were extremely attractive. Like, there was a point in the movie...
Even the main
where, okay, so that blonde chick, right? She was, not to sound like perverted or anything, but she was like 20... She was like 30, 32, 24... fucking 46. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was literally just her... Okay, I'm just gonna straight say it. Her ass was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we were... there was a point in the movie where because what she's known for on YouTube, she's a YouTube star. She's known for making, like, twerking dance videos. And I thought for a second, I was like, wait, this has Fousey Tube in it, and it has just a couple people who were like, maybe minor YouTube stars.
Yeah, there was...
And then I was like, this person could be a YouTube... Like, you turned to me, and you're like, this person could be a YouTube star. And I was like, I think that's the girl that twerks. And then at the party, she starts working. I'm like, that's her. That's her. That's her.
I feel like we might have just focused on how hot she was just because how shitty the movie was. And we were like, we need something.
That was the best part of the movie. That's why it's a 1.5.
Hands down was,
it would be a 0.5 if she wasn't in the movie. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to really start to really get into this seriously. There are very, very blatant parts in the movie where they are saying cuss words like damn and hell and shit all the time.
The first thing we noticed was with the F word, right?
Was with the F word. It was mother trucker.
Yeah, and you full on see him say,
yeah.
But then you hear a different word.
Yeah, exactly.
What
you're like, that's a word. But then there's things like, and you could argue like, oh, they wanted to keep the PG-13 rating, and you could argue
Yeah,
that.
so it did make sense to a degree doing it with the F word.
Yes, however, when you say damn, and then in the next second say damn, but have darn dubbed over,
But you still said damn 5 seconds
you
earlier.
you literally just said damn 5 seconds ago. And A, it looks awkward and cringy. B, why? It's damn. You literally see that in PG movies. And C, just the dialogue in general was like, this is awful. This is
You could tell when Tyler Perry was going off on his own like rant type thing, because even though I personally didn't find his jokes funny, they at least felt authentic.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of the movie, you could tell what wasn't a rant. You could tell what was scripted because it was garbage, and you could tell that it was scripted.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're looking at her ass.
Oh my god.
Are you actually? What's her name?
Lexi
Pantera, yep.
Lexi Pantera.
Exactly.
Oh.
Break off a piece of that Pantera
Show
bread.
it to the camera right now.
Oh. Oh my.
Wow.
Go. Focus. Oh.
You move the phone down and I'm twerking on the table. But basically there was little things like that. There was really bad writing and parts in general. There was shit that didn't make sense whatsoever. One of these being when oh yeah, I'm just gonna get into acting like real quick. Like I kind of mentioned that.
Oh yeah.
This is some shitty acting, even for Tyler Perry.
Even for FozzieTube.
Yeah.
I didn't expect much from FozzieTube, but what was
Honestly,
that?
so Tyler Perry goes in the room, right, and he's talking to the thumb of a man who I forgot his name. And
one of the girls' dads.
Yeah, one of the girls' dads, and he comes in and he's like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And he's like, teenagers.
Yeah.
Literally, I bet you he looked at it and he was just like,
Oh my.
let's just leave it in.
It was
Like he threw the shit together and then just slapped it down on the fucking table. It was like, "This is a fucking movie," and I'm just like.
It's budget of $500.
It's not a movie. Let's get all the YouTube stars and like let's make this. And then I walk in and I do theater checks all the time, and it's just like.
There's a lot of people laughing. People actually like it.
Yes. And it is middle-aged women and young, like really young people, like 13
Oh, no, that makes
to 15, and it's incredibly sloppy.
The one thing that like I feel like people will defend it, it's like, oh, it's supposed to be dumb.
Yeah.
But even then, it's just
Even then,
not,
all Medeas
it's
are
just
supposed to be dumb.
Not funny. I can get down with some super dumb movies.
Movie 43.
Yeah, that movie is incredibly dumb.
But it's funny.
Have you seen even like there's a movie not too many people see is a 305. It's about like 300, but these like outcast Spartans. That movie is incredibly stupid. But it is hilarious.
All the scary movies are super stupid.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But they're still funny.
Yeah.
I can appreciate dumb humor. I laugh at that all the time. But this just wasn't.
It was trying
funny.
too hard to be dumb. And it was trying too hard to be dumb funny. And I was just sitting there being like, man, that was not a very funny joke, but Pantera's ass.
Pretty much.
That's not a joke. That's no joke.
I went into it being like, okay, I'm sure it might have a couple funny points. But it just wasn't funny.
Honestly.
And
it was
just everything was just weird.
It was cringy, it was sloppy, it was genuinely unfunny, period. And that's why I give it a 1.5 out of 10. I definitely really want, like, when I really want to do this review because I wanted to rip this apart and I wanted to be like, this fucking movie sucks. And it's just like, I know we're gonna get so much hate for saying this from a lot of people because like, it's a Madea movie, it's supposed to be like that. And it's like, oh yeah, when you have a grandma that's like,
oh my god,
it's like that's so
like you could tell
annoying.
they were that was funny to people that you couldn't understand what she was saying, but just the way they went about it, because there's been other shows, other movies where there's like a character you can't tell what they're saying, and it's funny, but it wasn't funny with this grandma. She was just straight up annoying with her high pitch.
Another kind of like weird thing that's like kind of like a nitpick, but it's like when they see everyone in jail and then the white guy like, okay, so they're on the campfire, right? And this white guy, he's sitting there and he's like, he hits on the Thumb's daughter. Let's just call him the Thumb. I don't know his actual name.
But
Insert name here. You're not.
It's not
actually,
even
you
like
don't
a
have the effort.
straight up like he was being rude about it.
Yeah. Well, he was like, oh, hey, get us out of the jail, and it was like the white guy at the campfire was like, hey, you're pretty cute.
Long-haired white guy.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you're pretty cute, and it was like, okay, he hits on her once. My fucking dude, whatever his name was, he called him your boy. He called himself
your boy.
Yeah, your boy.
He's always talking like this, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's not.
Hey. I thought it was kind of. It was funny because that's funny because it's dumb.
Yeah, that at points it was kind of.
As far as humor goes, I love to laugh at him. Yeah,
he was kind of dumb.
But here's the thing.
It never actually.
Here's the thing.
Made me smirk. Though.
Yeah, here's the thing though. That white guy's in jail, and he's like, I'm not gonna get you out of jail because you hit on my daughter. And then the dude, your boy, is right behind him, like, yeah. And he's like, that guy was literally trying to sleep with your daughter.
Yeah, he wasn't just trying to. Sleep.
And your daughter wasn't with it either. So if anything, your daughter
wasn't being respectful at all or anything.
Yeah,
he was like straight up.
If your daughter were to tell her dad about either of the boys, it would be your boy.
Yeah, it'd be your boy.
Skinny
but then
penis.
for some reason they go in on the long-haired guy who only made one comment that wasn't even rude to his daughter, and he's like, "You hit on my daughter."
And okay, so the final thing I really want to
I'm a thumb.
The thing I want to really drill home here is the fact that this movie's moral is really fucking obvious in the beginning, but it's all just a big prank.
Okay. Yeah, and the fact that it's a big prank. From the beginning, I called it and I turned it. I was like, "This better not be a prank." And then
fucking
it
prank.
was.
It's a prank, bro.
It was a prank.
And it was like, Fousey Tube's in it. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fousey Tube, and we're gonna do a prank. And it's like, nice. I'm just watching Fousey Tube.
So, as an audience member, is Lexi Panter's ass the only thing that can be pulled from this movie as considered?
Yes, and here's why. No, I'm just kidding. 100% yes. However, I want to get into this. There was a part in the scene where there's like a scene in this movie where there was like they needed more ice for their drinks, and one of the guys is like, "Yo, go get some ice," and then he's like, I'll get some ice," which was like Fousey Tube told him to do that, and then he's like, "I told him to go get ice," and it's like, "No, you didn't tell him. Fousey Tube did." But anyway,
that's right.
There's little things like that all over the place, but it was like the kid goes to get ice, and then the dudes with the chainsaws, definitely the dads, like you can kind of tell,
And,
and the little girl,
there's like,
and the little girl, they go up to him, and he's in the back of the truck, right? The kid isn't in like on the prank. He's not being pranked. They don't prank him. They do it to prank their daughters to show them and teach them a lesson.
In that moment they were pranking.
Yeah, and to teach their daughters a lesson. That's why they pranked him. And it's like that's why they prank their daughters. It's like, oh, you don't go to Lake Derrick because murders. And then it's like the kids in the truck, and I feel like it's only for the audiences.
It's literally that's what
just to prank the audience.
And then later. There's like blood in the truck bed, and they're like, "Oh no, somebody died here." But you do never see that kid again.
True.
So maybe the dads actually did kill that kid.
Which would be crazy. But yeah. So final thoughts.
Final thoughts. It's a piece of shit.
Lack of a better phrase, I guess.
Not my type of. Movie.
Not my type of comedy, not my type, because it's I can appreciate all types of humor. I can appreciate it.
But then the fact of the incredibly bad quality of it too, from like
it was
the
sloppy.
Stupid dubbing and conversations not really making sense, and just thumb dad. It is bad. If like, cause you've seen a Madea movie before, right?
Yeah, I've seen a Madea Goes to Jail. I've seen.
How are those compared to? This?
Comparatively, I'm telling you, like it's literally you have Medea's side, which is actually funny. Like Madea Goes to Jail is actually funny.
Did you generally like really laugh at those ones though?
There were parts where I was laughing because of the jokes from Madea. This movie was a sloppy Madea movie. I don't like this. All Medea's aside, like this is a bad Madea movie. That's all I'm saying. This is a shit movie in general. I'm not saying that all Medeas are shit. I'm saying this is a shit one comparatively to the Medeas, because the other Medeas had the dramatic aspect, like this little side story where it's like, oh, this girlfriend's a streetwalker, or this girl's a streetwalker and she has a abusive boyfriend. It's like that's a Tyler Perry drama thing.
As far as like,
and it's like you have the lightheartedness and the laughs.
Because even like
really
the little lesson type story, this feels like a made-for-TV Disney Channel movie.
It does.
Like, that's how bad it is. But then made-for-TV Disney Channel movies are better than this movie. I personally, Medea's never really made me want. I've never watched a Madea movie before this one. I've never wanted to though.
If you're going to check out one, check out Madea Goes to Jail, because it's probably the best one.
But if you
I
have
did
not seen a Madea movie and you just don't see this movie.
Yeah.
Don't
One
waste
last
your
thing I
money.
want to say here, and I actually laughed at this, is when she's like, her poster's on the wall. Because this is a genuinely funny Tyler
yeah,
Perry
yeah.
Madea moment. And her picture's on the wall, and it shows all of her shit, like that she's charged
Yeah,
for.
see what she's charged
And
for.
she's like, yeah, read the other ones. It's like robbery, attempted murder, and it's like assassination attempt. It's like just random shit that he's
Yeah.
saying, and then they add in like later on
Yeah.
because he's like improving this random shit,
Yeah.
and you can see because there's gag reel at the end, and he's just like assassination attempt. He's like car bomb, like just like random shit at the
Yeah.
end with like the gag reel. I actually thought that was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but like that's like a Madea thing. That's like a quality of Madea. Is like that's a funny Tyler Perry Madea moment.
Mm-hmm.
All the other actors and actresses were shit. Madea was probably like the only actor that was anywhere near like funny,
Yeah.
I'd say. But yeah, that was our boo to a Madea Halloween
Boo!
a Madea Halloween review. Absolute garbage is our final thoughts. What did you think about the movie? Did you love the movie? Did you go see it with your
Let's
friends? Did you
Get in the comments. If you
Yeah.
like the movie, fight with us. Let's
fight us. I live in South
Let's
Everett.
go, bro.
What's that? Yeah, like our freaking channel because we're haters and you'll like haters, so you'll like us. So like the video,
Yeah.
subscribe, hit that bell icon, wait for more shit reviews, and we'll shit on some more movies. This is more of a shitty section of our channel.
Shit.
More of the dark side of the moon kind of
Shit.
deal. All right, we're done. We're done with a fucking movie
Okay.
Madea Halloween.